Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Freddy Lights. Check out my previous video with the Cougar Paws. If you haven't done that, do so. And you want to make sure you get some really fast because you'll feel a lot safer when you're up on a roof. Now today, what I want to do is go over some of the basic tools you'll need when you're on a property ready to hang lights. Now I'm not talking about storage or anything like that. Those are important too. We'll go over that in another video. But today I just want to talk about some of the basic tools while hanging lights. So one of the things I have here that I want to mention, it doesn't have to be like urgent for you to buy to do this, but it's something that will keep you safe, and that is to have some kind of device to let you know so you can screen if you're getting a phone call, like a watch. It's really helpful when you're up there pretty high, you're getting a phone call. I don't know if you're like me, but I get calls all day long, and if you're up there, sometimes you feel like you got to answer it. It's really nice to see if you can screen it. Same thing with headphones. If you do need to take the call after screening it, you can click it and start talking. So I just wanted to mention that. Not something you totally have to do, but it will keep you safe and keep the workflow going smoothly. So one of the other things that you should get, even though you may tell yourself you won't ever staple to houses, you should get a Light Tacker. These are pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure I paid $25, $35 for this, and I'm always stocking up on the staples. So when you see these at a store when you're out grocery shopping, you want to get one of these, because once the supplies sell out at Target, Walmart, wherever you go, they don't place another order. So they place one Christmas order at the beginning of the season, and that's it. So when you see this, you want to get it fast before they sell out. You could use it to hang wire. You might want to use it to hang some other decor. So that's why I call this one of the basics necessary on a job. The other thing you're going to need is Gorilla Tape. Now there's a ton of different kind of tapes you can go out there. I like Gorilla Tape because I know the quality of the stick on bricks or concrete sidewalk is really good. Now you don't really want to stick this on gutters or paneling because when you peel it off, sometimes you peel off the paint. So you won't want to do that on a house. But when you're taping wire over a sidewalk or a pathway or even brick, you can find a color that best suits that house. So I usually buy the brown, black, and white Gorilla Tape. And it's also good to use this tape to, when you're done and you put the lights away, you roll them up. It's good to wrap this around the white and use a Sharpie to write the customer's name on it. That way you can just tie it that way, toss it in your truck or wherever you're going to put it, and you don't need to worry about remembering whose lights that is, because that's really important. There's going to come a time where you're going to forget whose light that was, and you're going to wish you did that. Another tool that I think is necessary at the very beginning are pliers. You're going to need this to cut wire. Obviously you're going to need that. It's not a good idea to use like a jackknife or anything like that. So you'll want to use pliers to do clean cuts and also to split the wires so that you can start putting your adapters on. As far as tools go, this one is super important. Also, this three-way plug. You never know when you're going to need it, but those days that you do, you're going to be like a superhero because you have this. Sometimes you're hanging Christmas lights on somebody's house and they already have decor. They already have like lit Santa Clauses or what have you. You'll unplug theirs, put this in, plug theirs back in, and plug your timer or whatever you need to plug in there as well. So you'll be able to keep the customer's lights lit plus yours. So this is very important. Should always be in your truck. I always carry around 5 with me at all times. When I start running low, I fill back up with 5. Usually you don't go through that many a year, but when you do need them, it's really cool that you have one. The other thing, Cougar Paws. These things keep you so safe when you're up on a roof. You don't realize how slippery roofs are until you wear these, because then you realize how bad it was before, because you can walk on a roof as if you're walking on a normal flat surface on the sidewalk or something. So I definitely recommend getting these. You'll feel a lot safer. But the ones that are steep or that may look or feel a little unsafe, you definitely want to wear them. Last thing, this pouch last year was basically my MVP. I never knew I needed this until I bought it, and actually it came with a set with a vest that I had, and I didn't even know how important this pouch was going to be until I started using it. When you do color swaps, it's really easy to just unplug bulbs, throw them in, and use this other pouch with the new bulbs and put them in. So I definitely recommend getting this pouch. I never knew how cool it was until I had one. And then lastly, vest. I love having a vest because it keeps me organized, keeps my adapters where I want them. If I'm up on a roof, I don't have to go down and pick things up. I can just reach in here. So I'll usually organize this at every house. Most times at the end of a job, I will take everything off the vest and put it away where it was, so that when I go to a new house that requires, I don't need all the adapters, I'll just put what I'm gonna need in that house and get it ready per house. So the vest, I don't know if it's like essential, but it's definitely a basic that I would recommend. All right, guys, that's all for today. Subscribe to this channel so you can keep up with all the information that I'm throwing out there. Also, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those other places where I'm just cramming content for lights. So check it out. I'm going to try to put a link in the description for all of these things. So see you on the next one.
I usually love sleeping all alone. This time around, bring a friend with you. But we ain't really gonna sleep at all. You ain't gonna catch me with the sleep.